Make sure I get everything straight for y'all. What's going on? It's your boy Got by 2009. Today I got a little bit better sound today because I got more. There's a lot more room in here, so the sound is a lot better. So if y'all just coming in, please make sure you hit the like button, and thank you everybody that came to support the last video. Excuse me, I'm trying to get this little stuff together. If you just coming in, please make sure you hit the like button. I appreciate all the love. Just like I said, thank you so much. Right, that like the last one. This video got. You see. Just trying to get everybody a little bit of time to come in. Thank you so much. Please make sure you like the video. I appreciate it. This was going to be about a Scorpio, a love that lasts. Trying to get everything right for y'all. I got it all types of a little bit. There's a lot more space in here than it usually is, so I'm just trying to get adjusted a little bit. So y'all excuse me. But this one's gonna be about a Scorpio man. I love that last. Trying to give everybody a little time to come in. Make sure you like as you enter. I know it's gonna take y'all a little bit of time. I'm just giving everybody a little bit of time because I usually try to bounce into these videos, but I'm gonna take a little bit more time than I usually do, so I can give everybody a little time. I know everybody gonna be in the bundle in the rush in between their day or whatever, but I decided to give y'all a little something to start off the week with. So just give me some time. Hey Denise, I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate the love. I appreciate you. I got something good for. I'm just giving everybody a little time because I told everybody I usually rush into this, so I'm trying to give y'all a little time to come in. Thank you so much for all the support. Make sure you like as you enter. Just give everybody a little time to enter the chat room. I'm just setting up. So don't feel like you being like I'm rushing. I'm gonna rush through this. I'm not gonna rush through this like I usually do. And thank everybody so much. I appreciate all the love. I just want everybody to know that even though I bet things get a little stressful sometimes doing all this material and having all this pressure and things of that nature. But I never want any of my supporters to feel like I don't appreciate any of the love. I just wanted to get that out. It just be trolls and stuff that just be getting on my nerves. But all my real true supporters, thank you so much. Thank you for all the love. Make sure you hit the like button. Thank you so much. All the people that's been there with me from day one, I appreciate you. Love you so much. Thank you all the way. Don't ever feel like I don't appreciate none of the love. Sometimes you gotta mix it in. I told one of my homeboys, I said, you gotta have a certain mix, man. The thing that makes us stick out a little bit is like you gotta have a blend. It can't be just all smooth all the time. You gotta have a rough side. You gotta have the smooth side. You gotta have laid back. Because you can't be the same way all the time. So I understand that. I know everybody understand that. So let me see. Y'all just make sure y'all like. I told y'all, anybody that's coming in, make sure you like the video. I'm just giving y'all a little bit more time. I'm not gonna jump into this one all in a rush. So I'm gonna break this one down a little bit more. Just like I was telling anybody that's just coming in, I don't want nobody to feel like I don't appreciate any of the love. Sometimes, you got to express yourself, and I use my videos, do a lot of expression and give y'all a lot of information about particular, topics and things of that nature. So I love all y'all. I appreciate all the support. Don't ever think it's any otherwise. It just be trolls and little stuff getting on my nerves and just pressure, just regular life stuff. So don't never think it's taken out of context. But this one's gonna be all about the why the Scorpio love so hard. You know why I love lasts and what type of love is the Scorpio love when he finally, you know, chooses a woman or decides to, be in a relationship or be in any type of relationship, whether it's, you know, anything, whether it's, but this is really going to be about, when we're in a relationship, when we choose to be in a relationship, why is, a lot of females, want to know like, and, men as well, because it's men dating Scorpio, women as well, just like, one of my supporters told me the other day, don't forget the Scorpio ladies, but, it's I'm gonna break it down. Why do Scorpios choose particular people to date? Why we date certain people? Why do we fall for certain individuals? Why is it like that? So I'm gonna break that down to y'all, and I appreciate all the love. Thank you so much. And just letting everything, let everybody get in, come into the chat room. Make sure you like, you know, one thing you gotta understand when you dating us and when you first understand when you meeting us and to get to know us first, you gotta understand that we are very deep individuals. We very um, full-hearted individuals. You got to understand that yeah, we have a strong personality. We have all types of crazy reputations and all types of stories about it, especially on YouTube or whatever. You might hear like certain people break down, their horror stories about Scorpio or whatever. But you got to understand, it's also pros to this. The only time you get to see videos about us is all about bad stuff. Oh, beware of this and beware of that. But I'm gonna break it down to y'all, like, why we choose particular females and why do we act a certain way. A lot of times, when you first run across us, a lot of times you're gonna understand that we take a long time, and a lot of times we just stare from a distance and we observe, because a lot of times, we want to get to feel the person out, get to understand the person all the way through. He's trying to get to know who this individual is, because once we the type of individuals, we know how we are, we know what type of individuals that we looking for to build with, to have relationships with, to and we know how strong our emotions is, we know how strong our passion is when anything we do. Just like I always tell y'all, when you dealing with this man, you got to understand it's going to be very passionate. It's going to be very strong. It's we don't That's why a lot of times you might try to figure out, why is he taking so long, why didn't if he was frustrated about certain things, or if he felt this way about certain things, why Scorpio, why did they just blow up, why did they get afraid? Because a lot of times we show these things, but a lot of times we do get in between ourselves, because we fail to realize at times, it's okay to vocalize and let, the other individual know, okay, I got this. I really, let the individual know how deep the passion is, how much we do love and care about the individuals. Just like I told y'all, like I care about, all my supporters, everybody that support the page and everything. Like I had to let y'all know, like I appreciate that, because a lot of times we think that everybody already knows how we feel. We think everything can be defined, already. We think it's already self-explanatory. So a lot of times um, we will just assume that people already know this. So a lot of times he won't say anything to you. That's why a lot of times he might show just frustration or just show certain behaviors, because a lot of times we show you different by different points, and do our actions, and why that we like you, show that he's interested. That's why a lot of times he won't say anything to you. We'll just fill it out, because we understand that we have this strong urge to let ourselves connect with somebody, because I know a lot of times by you looking at our outer exterior and you taking it for just face value, you'll think, oh, this is a hardened person, this is a hard man, this is a individual that is not going to be very affectionate, is not very loving, but it's actually the opposite. But it's the point of trying to trust, and connect with somebody and understand somebody. That's where the part with us is the hardest part, is trying to understand and feel that trust, feel that person out. That's why a lot of times we'll just court a person, and we'll a lot of times give a hard time, because it's hard to just let these type of feelings, or let this type of emotion out with just any individual. It has to be somebody that's real. It has to be somebody that we know is going to last a long time. I I appreciate all the love, because I'm gonna give y'all some time. Oh, hey, Miss Common Water 81, Miss Isha Baby, Scorpio Aries Moon. Hey, Miss Marzelli. Make sure y'all like as y'all enter. Because one thing you got to understand when you first get in a situation with us is that we are extremely fixed. We do have a very strong personality, and at times it can get difficult. But you have to understand that it's because of our strong personality. It's because of the strong fiery passion. Just like a lot told you, a lot of individuals think, oh, because he laid back, he comes off as being laid back all the time. You got to understand that we are very fixed. So we do have a kind of a way of keeping a still face, and staying in a certain way. But deep inside is a whole lot of strong emotions, is a whole lot of strong bonds. That's why when you finally get to understand the Scorpio man, you get to understand this individual. You understand that he is we're very affectionate, we're very loving, you very understanding. You're gonna start to get to know it, but you're gonna have to go through that. You're gonna have to go through the rough stuff. You're gonna have to go through the crazy part. You're gonna have to. He might, give you a little difficult time, and you know, put you through certain scenarios, and you get on your nerves about certain things. But it's all because of the love and passion. It's never because of what a lot of people say. When I hear a lot of these videos, it makes it come off as though we're the most negative individuals in the world, as though we come off as being malice, as though we coming off as being always revengeful, always have to watch out for this, always have to watch out for that. But the realism of the situation is that we are one of the most laid back individuals, one of the most loyal and affectionate individuals. But we are very territorial, we are very protective, and we are very stern. And when wherever we stand on, we are very passionate. And a lot of times when people say, oh, they're crazy, or oh, they mad, or they always getting angry, they don't they mislead people, because a lot of people mistake the passion, mistaking the ambition, mistaking the charisma for other things, because you so used to having particular personalities one way. We're not the type that's going to be normal, that's going to be in the cookie cutter characteristics, so to say. He's going to be different. We have our own originality, we have our own individual take on things. That's why a lot of times people don't understand that. They don't know that when they see us, they think, oh, they already have a form of opinion, or already have a bad idea, a bad, vision of a Scorpio man when they look at us. But that's not the case. We are very passionate. It's gonna be very strong. I'm not talking about every last Scorpio in the world, because some are whatever. But when you get to like a stage where I'm on, you're not really looking for flam flam and this and that. A real Scorpio man, once he gets to a point of maturity and gets to a point of growth, we're not looking. We looking for even the Scorpio, especially Scorpio women. We're looking for like that one solid person that we can trust and that we can rely on, that we can always know we can hold on to. We those type of individuals. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of times we don't just give in too easily. We don't. A lot of times you won't see a Scorpio man dating too many people. We don't date a whole lot, especially the women. They even more stern when it comes to like dating and stuff, because they'll go long periods of time. It's either they dating all the time or bouncing from person to person, or they don't really date for long periods of time until they find a person that they know that's in that form of being trustworthy, in that form where they can let them into that circle, that personal circle. Y'all make sure y'all like. I see a couple y'all in here. Y'all make sure y'all don't forget that, because I know y'all. A lot of y'all be enjoying so much. Y'all forget to like when I really go in, because I know y'all so used to me always putting my links and stuff. If some of my moderators in here, y'all can y'all please do that if y'all do have the link, because I know it's a lot going on sometimes and I pop up sporadically, but let me just do this right quick and I'm gonna keep going with y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like as I do this video. If y'all enjoy it, y'all want me to keep going, y'all just make sure y'all support, because a lot of times, especially if you dealing with a male Scorpio that's let's say for instance he was born in a more stern background where affection and love and whatever wasn't really a strong point, you're not even in the household where it was just a community city or whatever that wasn't really affection. It's hard for us to take that exterior off when it comes to our personal relationships, because we're very stern when it comes to protecting ourselves, when it comes to protecting our space, when it comes to protecting our whole, manhood, who we are. So a lot of times it's hard for us to take that titanium shield off, so to say, almost like a like anything, just a protective, So a lot of times he will be stern. It's not because it's something personally against you, because you did something wrong necessarily. We do have a burst of anger, because a lot of times it's so much energy. Like a lot of people don't understand that it's because it's a water sign. They be like, okay, water sign, water, so it's gonna be always just in depth. They only think in depth, but they don't think in terms of the fiery nature. They forget about the fiery inner passion of the Scorpio. They forget that we do have a lot. We let things build. We don't really. It's hard for us to express a lot of things because it's extremely hard. Even when I'm doing these videos, as I'm growing, as I'm doing them, because I wasn't this expressive. You know what I'm saying, in my early years, in my adolescence or whatever. So me being as a full grown adult, like it's relieving to be able to be expressive, because a lot of us are not very expressive whatsoever. So y'all understand, when y'all seeing this, it's not, you're not going to see this a lot, because most of us are not very, it's not to a point where we ready to let people in, whether especially ready to let just, certain people in, so when I'm giving y'all, I see 22 of y'all in here. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. I appreciate the love though. If you want to show some love, this is my link. Hit that like button. I'm gonna put it in there so y'all can see me. Hit that. Hey, what's going on, Madison? What's going on? I'm trying to switch it up for y'all, so my friends like Miss Taya, all my people that's in the afternoon, that's busy. I know a lot of y'all catch it later on, but thank you so much. Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all enter. Um, trying to go make sure I get off where I left off. Um, a lot of times, yeah, I'm now remember, a lot of times it's hard for us to express. It's hard for us to bring out our inner selves. You know how, I'm gonna bring it down to y'all. Like, how the old people say you need to come back to yourself. It's like, it's just like that. It's a lot of times it's hard for us to come back to that inner person, who we are, who we truly are. We are really stern and tough. Don't get that misunderstood. We are very tough, but it's hard for us to get to that understanding where, okay, I'm with the individual where I can trust. I'm with an individual where I can love. I can take that guard off. I can take that, like, I can let my guard down and let this person in, not to a point where she's acting crazy, or that individual is acting crazy or whatever. But it's okay for us to let our guard down. It's okay, to let her get a couple words in. It's okay to understand, because when we get to a point where we bred, especially when you're a Scorpio, you get to a point where we get so used to the phoniness and craziness of people. We start to he will we do have a stiff arm, like an elbow, a stiff, like we have a way of stiffing, individuals and people that come around us that are unfamiliar, and we also, but at the same time, when we hit that switch to protect ourselves, we forget to cut it off when it comes to the individuals that have earned that trust, that have built their way to get that close to us. Y'all make sure y'all like. I be seeing a couple of y'all coming in here. Y'all don't be liking. Y'all just be sitting in there. I see 20 of y'all in here. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like. Y'all make sure y'all are moderators. Y'all make sure them people come in there hit that like button. I appreciate all the love. Let me see Desiree. What's going on, Desiree? Green leaves dancing. Uh, Common water. Kimberly Pickens. What's going on? Lovely Libra. Annette. Way. What's going on, Annette? Ms. Marzelli. I appreciate all the love. Y'all make sure y'all like. I know a lot of y'all be watching in the background. I know some of y'all trying to tune in, halfway while you're at work or whatever, but y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. I really would appreciate it. You know, um, and I think a lot of times that's where the frustration becomes. We are one of the most misunderstood. We are one of the most misjudged. We are one of the most. I feel like a lot of times we get ridiculed. A lot of times, and it's either you can take it for what it is and learn from it, or you can either become bitter by it. And I think a lot of Scorpios become, we become kind of bitter by it, and we become extremely defensive because we so used to people being one dimensional. We forget there's all is always that 1%, a fraction of a percentage of people that you can trust. There's always that one, two, that handful of people where you can let in. And a lot of times we do, we will let off, a certain steam or a certain anger, a certain rage because it's hard to express ourselves. That's why a lot of times you'll see Scorpios, they indulge in art, rap, singing, um, uh, whatever armed forces, whatever they choose, whatever we choose to do, we put everything into it. It's another form of expression for us because a lot of times in our normal everyday lives, it's hard for us to be understood. It's hard for us to be expressive because we come off as being this way, or being misjudged, or being taken out of context. So a lot of times he will back away. A lot of times he will become, you know, almost unpredictable because you got a person that's trying to let you know so much stuff that we keep building up inside us. And sometimes it's hard for us to, be able to tell you, okay, because sometimes we don't want to, just like any man, just like any individual, you don't want to feel, the weakness. You don't want to feel, but we kind of overdo it. We really overdo it. So that's why a lot of times I tell y'all, you'll see the Scorpio, you'll see him disappear. A lot of times we will become recluse. A lot of times we will go our own separate ways, but it's not for to break up. It's not always to leave. A lot of times it's to get our own space. So just like I told y'all last video, I told y'all about the breakup video. So this video is going to be about, why does he return? Why do he love you in the first place? Why do we choose particular individuals to love in the first place? Because we we view it, we it's almost like we use almost a love discernment, like we can see a person. It's not like on no weird stuff. It's like we can see a person, just like I told y'all, when we look at a person, we look at a person deeply for who they are. We don't try to be biased, we don't try to be weird or crazy. We see a person, we see the beauty in the person, not just your lovely hips or your lovely lips or whatever. We look at the spiritual. We look at your kind heart. We look at the how loyal she is. We look at how good of a listener she is. We look at all those variables and all those different facts. That's why a lot of times it's hard. That's why a lot of times we don't date. That's why a lot of times we don't date too much because we just, it's so strong. We know when we connect with somebody, it's so strong. It's never it's never a point of being weak. It's never a point of being halfway. It's never a point of having not having excitement. Sometimes it gets too, sometimes it gets too heavy, but at the same time, you got to understand that you're dealing with an extremely passionate, extremely strong man. I'm not saying every Scorpio relationship, every Scorpio is always this strong, loyal individual, but when you do find one that's connected to you, that tells you, and not only tells you, but gives you examples. Like a lot of women, they ask me, I think they already know that this man is for them, but they get so thrown off by certain actions and certain pieces of his complex personality that it gets hard to understand. And, you got to understand that just like anything, we will do show our side sometimes. Sometimes we do get beside ourselves, just like the female will get beside herself. But the feelings are extremely strong. The emotions are very strong. The feelings are, if he's showing you, and not only through his actions, do his everyday actions, do his loyalty, through his connection, through his attentiveness. That's another thing you got to understand. Just because he be blank, they be like, a lot of y'all tell me, oh, he's so blank in the face, or he's so mute when we talking on the phone. He's not trying to be some type of mute, some type of antisocial character, but we he's doing this. In fact, the fact that he's doing this because we're trying to be uh, a listener. We trying to let our hearing be our best muscle. You know what I'm saying? We understand that we got to vocalize, but at the same time, we'll sit and listen, do a lot more listening when it comes to our personal relationships. He's going to do a lot more listening. So a lot of times it's taken for um, being not interested, or taken for being, one way or another. Let me see. Uh, I appreciate all the love. Thank you so much. Kimberly Pickens, make sure I see it. Madison, let me see. My boy, man, me and you gotta talk, bro, because you gotta show me how you enunciate your name. KHI. Oh man, you got a name on you, man. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to give up on this on your name today. But and much love to you. Thanks for coming in. You know who you are, bro. Let me see. What Green Lee's talking about. Your videos helped me so much. You have helped me understand him and myself, and I'm responding to him. It has been rough. He's put me through scenarios and mixed messages. Yeah, because just like I told you, we know you got to understand you're dealing with an individual that knows who he is. It's not like you're dealing with an individual that's going to go have this complex personality, but he's not in touch with himself. He's just randomly doing stuff unknowingly. We understand this, and that's why a lot of times you have to take us. Sometimes you got to pull us to the side. Sometimes you just got to talk and understand us, and not only be heard. You got to listen at the same time. One thing you got to do when he does open up to you, you got to listen, because we don't you got to understand, even when we are opening up, we don't open up to just anybody. We only open up to people that are listening. The people that just are whatever, that's not we're not really concerned about that. But if you are a person that give us your ear, the person that we love, and the person that we hold close in confidence, then he's going to want you to listen. And if once he opens up to you and you start to show in many examples that you're not listening, it's going to start becoming more difficult. It's going to start becoming more clashes. It's going to start becoming more situations, because he's not gonna take you seriously. He's not gonna know where it's gonna go. He's not gonna know what's happening. So that's why a lot of times you'll see the anger. That's why a lot of times you'll see the personality switches, because he feels like it's not, his voice is not being heard. He feels that it's certain things that are not being taken seriously, because not because that people always say, oh, Scorpios, they only looking for this, or they only focus on that. But the same energy that we put in is the same energy we want back. You know what I'm saying? If we listen to you, then you have to listen to him in that same mindset. But once you do get connected with this man, even though it gets crazy and it'll get difficult, you might have clashes, and certain things is built to last. We're not those type of individuals that's gonna bounce from one individual. I'm not saying every individual that he runs into is going to be a good relationship, but once you get past a certain period of time with us, you pretty much in there with us for the long haul. You pretty much, you know, like forever. Because one thing about us, we'll stay with a person for a long period of time, even before we, finally get serious. A lot of people can tell you that we are very, very loyal. We'll stay around the person for a long time, even before it gets to that certain time, because it's just that's just how we are. Like, and sometimes we come off as random. Like when I like the person, like when I really fell for a person, like I almost come to them out of surprise. We always surprise people when he really falls for you. He's going to surprise you. You're not going to even see it coming because we do a lot of observing from the outside. We do a lot of inner because we want to see the true personality. We don't want you to know that we like you and you act a certain way because we like you. We won't let you know, for a long time, and we'll surprise you and finally approach you. Finally hit. And that's how a lot of us are. But I know a lot of times we get. I had to make this video because I know a lot of times we get this bad reputation for being, they're these nymphos, or they run over here and they do this and they crazy. But that's only a stereotype. That's only a small percentage of us. For the most part, I see a lot of the Scorpio men. We're very loyal. We're very attentive. We're very strong in our bonds. Whatever we put our time into, whatever we put our focus and our love into, it's going to be something that's going to last for a long long time. That's why a lot of times, yes, we will get jealous because we love very strongly. We love very focused. We love very it's very real. It's like we do not play around with that. That's why a lot of people don't understand. That's why a lot of individuals we don't never really get in serious relationships with, because you got to understand that you're dealing with a man that's really serious about the relationship. If he's really dedicated to you, he's gonna be dedicated to you for the long haul. If he really loves you, he's gonna love you for the long haul. He's not gonna just do it for a season. We're not these seasonal lovers. We're not these individuals that that go for half court. We play when it comes to relationships. We play full court. That's why sometimes you might get tired because a lot of individuals y'all so used to playing um what's what is that what they used to call it, like a half court football, like half, yeah, just like a half court basketball game. You used to doing a couple of shooting some hoops. Y'all used to shooting hoops. It's a difference between shooting hoops, outside the school, outside the school, like you the Fresh Prince, but it's a difference than playing in the NBA and playing a real game, and you got to play 4 quarters. It's a difference between shooting outside a couple of hours after school and then having to play a full game. Is exhausting. You get tired. You might get injured. Sometimes you might even have to set it out. A season or two. But at the same time, it's the rewards of playing the full game is a lot more than playing just a regular half court game. That's why I don't know if I'm making any sense. Let me see, because I like one reason I like using the different stories and different scenarios because I want to make it understandable. So I try to use like a scenario or some type of metaphor just to make it simple. But once you get involved with it, it's just like it's it's like because I know when I seen somebody make a video like this and they were doing the same thing, they were just trying to put everything in the words because it is deep like that. It's very deep and it's very strong. It's very passionate. It's not one of those things where you can just explain. That's why I have to make so many videos. Somebody's like, you we understand. Somebody said, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Somebody came in my joint and they was like, you and that girl, son Scorpio, whoever, y'all keep making videos and this and that. Like, okay, you came to my video to comment just to tell me that. I thought that was kind of crazy. But if you must know, I do this because it's more than one scenario. You know, just like I tell y'all, it's more than being one dimensional and being one way. We are multi-dimensional. So I have to make so many videos because it's so much to us. We're very complex. We're very deep. Just like the water, I tell y'all, it's very deep, like an ocean. So when you talk about deep in the ocean, you got all types of animals. You got all types of scenarios. You got all types of pressures. You got all types of different things. That's why a lot of time, that's why we can't just be with any person. The people that we usually date are very strong women, very strong individuals. You know, a lot of women want to know, well, you know, why do my Scorpio love me? I might do a video just about that. Why do we choose certain women? I'm gonna do a video all about that. Why we choose certain women? Why is Scorpio want to be with a particular woman? So I'm gonna do that one for y'all on the next one. But we we are very we are very difficult and when it comes to expressing ourselves because we don't it's hard for us to find people that we can express ourselves to because we know it's like a deep ocean. It's very it can get very deep. Sometimes you got to come up for air, especially if you are like a fire sign or air sign or whatever. Sometimes it can get very deep. Sometimes it can get very emotional. Sometimes it can get very, crazy. That's why a lot of times we get these different people that are not used to us if they don't have a certain personality or a certain niche about themselves. It's hard for them to really understand us, but you gotta understand, like we are very loyal, we are very passionate, we are very real. We're not these individuals that's gonna leave in the heartbeat. He's going to stick with you, even if he comes off as being distanced for a period of time, or come off as being, um, kind of over there for a period of time. If we're not with you, we're not with you at all. But if he's with you, if he's still having some type of communication with you, if he's still, if he told you from his mouth that he'll always be with you and he loves you, that's because we mean it. Just like I told y'all, we don't say stuff because it sounds nice. I say stuff because we want it to, tickle your ears or whatever. When we say something or choose something or get to a situation because we mean it. So if he's in a situation with you, you don't have to really guess. I know it sometimes a lot of y'all ask me because I know we have different pieces to ourselves and different sides to our personality where it can get crazy and you be like, who is this person and who I'm dealing with. But absolutely, once we deal with you, it's going to be strong. If he's telling you that he cares about you and he's showing it, and but it's certain times he gets so complex and it gets so deep that it's hard for you to understand. It's because that's just how we are. He's not trying to be hateful. He doesn't hate you. He's not trying to leave you. He's not trying to push you to the side. But you just have to understand where he's coming from. You gotta understand that you're dealing with this. And I see a couple of y'all in here. Don't y'all? I know I ain't been doing all that regular stuff like I usually do, but y'all make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I know I ain't been really stopping like I usually do, but y'all don't get too carried away. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to show that love. I, and sometimes we can be hard. Around the just like I told y'all, we can be very difficult around the edges. Sometimes we don't like to be too seen too over mushy or too cartoon, almost cartoonish or televisionish, like a television. It sounded like some type of sappy, simpy stuff. Because for one, to us, it can be taken out of context for being a simpy, wimpy man. It can just be taken for being, just over the top or just being like, you know, and because we overthink things, we take things to a whole nother extent. Just giving, your woman that you love or the woman that you committed to, let her know how much you care about her, how much you love her. There's nothing wrong with doing that. There's nothing wrong with expressing your feelings and nothing wrong with opening up to it. But we are just careful to who we do that with. We are careful to who we open up ourselves to. There's nothing wrong with opening up ourselves to people and loving individuals. That's why we put individuals through tests in the first seasons when we are in a relationship with somebody, because we want to know, is this person really love me? Do this person really understand me? Because a lot of people say that, but a lot of people don't mean that. That's why a lot of times we are very apprehensive to be in long last relationships, because we don't know where it's going to go. We don't know where it's going to really end up, because we don't know exactly where the person is, because we have a enormous thing with trust. But once we let you in, once we trust you, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about him going nowhere, none of that stuff, especially if he's connected with you. Sometimes I know a lot of y'all tell me, I can look at sometimes his facial expression and be all plain, and I can't really see exactly where he is. But you got to understand that's just how we are. You can't really read us all the time. Sometimes we like to keep you guessing. Sometimes we just being ourselves. We just being a little difficult. But understand that he is very loving. We're just very tough. You just understand that you're dealing with a very tough individual. Just like anything, it's crazy. People, y'all could deal with bad animals, bad cats, bad dogs, but y'all don't like y'all man, y'all woman to be a little tough around the edges. It's crazy. You want your man to be soft, but you don't mind your dog, scratching up your carpet and tearing stuff up. But you don't. If you have run into a little problem, y'all fall all to pieces. Let me see. But understand that he is this individual. We're not trying to be these clamorous individuals, these crazy individuals, but we are full of all types of emotions. We are very expressive. Just like I told y'all, that's why a lot of times we find outward ways to express ourselves, because we do have a whole lot of energy. We have an abundance of energy just in anything we do. We are very energetic. We are very high energy individuals. Even with the calm exterior, we are very driven. We have a very powerful aura about us, because we have this boiling energy in us. Like I feel it all the time. Like it's like tight in our stomachs. Like we always have this boiling passion. So a lot of times it can get hard to control all the energy, especially when you're in a relationship, especially when you have so much inside and it's hard for you to express yourself, and you finally find this person, and we finally find this love, or this wonderful individual that connects with us, especially if it's a twin flame. It gets real explosive, because not only you finding this individual that you love and you care about, you find this individual that is also congruent with you, y'all equivalent when it comes to the love, y'all. And it's hard for us to find people that we connect with, because we don't. One thing about us, y'all, we don't like everybody. We don't deal with too many people. We don't get along with everybody. We don't really like hanging around big crowds. We don't like dealing with too many people. We don't like being the center of attention, but we do like the attention of the person that we love. We do like the aura and the presence of the person that we with. And a lot of times he will get mad if he don't see enough of you. If he only see a percentage of you, he will get to a point where he might become more irrational, or he might get a little out of hand, because a lot of times it's just like I told y'all, it's hard for us to express ourselves. It's hard for us to be understood. So a lot of times he will give you a hard ways to go. A lot of times he will um put pressure on you. A lot of times it can get rough, but you just have to understand that it's all out of love. It's never out of any type of hatred, because you understand this. If he doesn't like you, if he doesn't want to be around you, if he really had a bad malice or a bad hatred against anybody, we're the type of individual. We cut those type of individuals off. We don't give them anything. We don't give them no vindictiveness. We don't give them no attitude. We don't argue with them. We cut them completely off. People that we really can't stand, we give them absolutely nothing. We don't even give them our presence. So if he giving you attitude, just giving you, a little couple arguments, it's because it's out of love. It's even if out of a little anger, it's just out of love. It's never out of hatred. It's never out of trying to disconnect. Let me see. Uh, let me see. God, buddy, are you sounding just like my Scorpio? Naturally, me. If a Scorpio man really loves his wife or girlfriend, he loyal to the end. Is no other sign. Scorpio, Aries moon. Thanks, Scorpio, Aries moon. Would y'all want something that comes to you so easy? Come on now. I welcome the challenge. You will appreciate him. Okay. I think y'all talking back and forth to each other. I'm trying to just see what y'all talking about. The police, Common Water, you gonna have to. I told you about the email. Common Water don't never use the email, y'all. Hey, hey, that's my niece. Hey. See, a lot of people don't understand. There's a lot of times people we come off as being hard all the time. We are very open individuals. We are very big hearted individuals. There's a lot of y'all that's been around my page for a long time. Y'all might have seen my niece, Gumdrop. She's 2 years old. Her second birthday was on the 20th. You know, she's something else. I guess she can hear me in here. Uh, y'all give me a sec. Trying to spend a little time for her birthday. That's my Scorpio. That's where your Scorpio baby is the 20th. Oh, okay. I'm trying to see what y'all talk about up in here. Explicit beings. What's going on? Explicit beings. Let me see. Uh, B Mule, A B Mule. I'm trying to just go through y'all comments right quick. Y'all make sure y'all like y'all answer because I see a lot of y'all just being random now. Can y'all please put my links in as much as y'all having conversation? Oh Lord, where's my real moderators? Sky 11 ain't in here. Nina, she probably at work. Miss Taya, where's all my good moderators? All I got is chatty. All I got is a bunch of chatty hens. Y'all hands, can y'all cackle up for a second and write the links and the I appreciate all the love. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love. Thank you. Thank you. I got to mess with y'all. Y'all know how we is. We tell it like it is. I like y'all are some cackling hands up in here. Yeah, you see it. They didn't see they don't even hear me talking. I got to get some of my brothers in here. Where is Wayne Jasper? I think Wayne Jasper. Where's Wayne Jasper when I need him? See, I need a moderator. I'm talking about a love that lasts. I need a moderator that's gonna last. Can I at least get a before I even get a love that lasts? I need a moderator that's gonna last. I can't even find a moderator that's gonna last. I'm in trouble. Let me see. But I appreciate I appreciate everything. Y'all give me a second. Wayne Jasper at work just turned in. Okay, okay, okay. I said, where's Wayne Jasper when I need him? Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all enter. I see a couple of y'all just coming in. Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all enter the chat room. Thank you so much. The light night, but I appreciate it. one thing about us, that's why people be like, what makes this man so different? What makes him so stand out and out the ordinary? Why does he have such a stern look, glaze in his eye? Because that's how we are. We are very passionate. We're very strong. We're very intense. It's very close knit. you know at times it can get over. Sometimes this theme can overflow, especially when we're dealing with people with different personalities with us. But at the same time, we're not those individuals that's going to be like, okay, I'm with you. Unless you do something crazy, we're not those type of individuals that just jump ship from ship to ship to ship to ship. Either we are on some sailing, some smooth sailing by ourselves on our lone island, or we are on board with the team. We're not those type of individuals that, oh, it's all about Scorpio. It's all about Scorpio. Scorpio. No, we look at the individuals more than we look at ourselves. But in that same instance, you got to be a person that earned that trust. You got to be a person that earned that love. You got to be a person that's worth that time. That's worth that while. You're not just gonna be anybody and be anyone around us and think we're gonna open up to you like some open book. Thanks, Wayne. Thanks, Jasper. I appreciate that. Y'all make sure y'all tell like the and you too, Common Water, because you always talking about some random stuff, and I don't be knowing what you be talking about. You just be random and coming up in here. You don't never say like the video. Let me see. I would. Hey, Bennett, Chila Bennett. I would love to hear you speak about Scorpios deal with things when they are in the wrong. Do they apologize? Yeah, absolutely. We do apologize when we are wrong. I know a lot of times we don't get that reputation for it, but when we know when we are in the wrong, we definitely will apologize to you. We will sincerely apologize with you. That's one thing about us that's hard, that makes people be like, oh, they get on my nerves, because even when we make people real mad, or even we make you feel some type of way, we're very sincere. We're very full hearted. We're very connected. So it's hard to keep a certain feeling of negativity with us, because we are very strong. We are very passionate. We are very strong will. We hit home. We hit straight to the heart when it comes to dealing with people. We are very it's very, very, very strong. Just like when you meet a twin flame, especially when you meet a twin flame in your relationship, it's very strong. It's very you. Other people can feel it. The love is so strong, and the energies is so strong. It's very hard to control at times, but it just takes time. It takes patience. It takes consistency. You know what I'm saying, certain consistency and maturity. Because in my relationship, I've been able to mature immensely, mature month by month. It's just so much to learn. You don't realize it's so much to learn, so much to pick up. We're not those type of individuals that think we have everything figured out. We are very in tune. We are very high spiritual and high, and with knowledge, because we always, not because we feel like we smarter than everybody or we feel like we better. We have an intense passion for whatever we touch. So if we want to know about a topic, we read about it, 50 books about it. We read, we go to meetings about it. We read, we listen to speeches about it. We talk to people that's done it 1,000 times. We talk to people that's retired from it. You know what I'm saying? So we are a type of individual that get a good feel for things, that want to know about things. That's why a lot of times when we first meet people, we hit them with a lot of questions. We are curious about a lot of aspects of our personality. So it's very hard for us to feel out of place when it comes to our relationships, because we already in tune with that person. Even when we're angry, we already understand what's going on. We understand how they feel. We understand who they are. We understand that they're trustworthy, that they love us, and we already have that feeling. You don't have to. He's not that type of individual where you have to guess his love. We not type that's going to guess your love, but at the same time, you know, if you feel that he's not being vocal enough, just let us know. At times, we're not trying to be. difficult and trying to tune nobody out, but we're very intense. We're very in tune. So when you're very in tune, you get almost into a in sync mode where you just everything's around you, just soaking in. You soak in the energy. You soaking in the moment. You soaking in the emotions, the attitude, the words. It's just like like you know how when a good storyteller tells a story, you can almost interpret the like a movie in your mind, like it's like a screenplay in your mind, and you can see it. That's how we are. That's why a lot of times we will look at a person intensely, almost scrutinizing our face at times. I look so plain because it's playing in our mind. We're very in deep thought. So certain times you might have to tell him, okay, snap out of it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because we're just focusing. We're very focused. We're very fixed signs. We're very passionate. We're very energetic. So don't never think, oh, because he looks relaxed, because he looks laid back, because he looks like he's doing one dimensional things. Don't get it twisted. We can do multi-dimensional things and look like we're sitting like a bump on the log, but at the same time we're putting things in place to make the best situation for ourselves, to make the best journey for ourselves, to make the best life for ourselves and people around us. You know, that's why a lot of times we are hard to miss. We're misunderstood because we don't wear a map on our back. We don't pull out some portfolio, you know, and show you every little step we're taking. We are action. So we're not gonna let you give you a full description of everything that's going on, but we are always in motion. We are always progressing. We are always on the move. We're never stagnated. We're never thinking of staying in one place. We're never trying to get rusty and sit in one spot. We always on the move. We're always on the go. Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all enter. I see a couple of y'all coming in here. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button, please. Y'all give me a second. Thank you. Y'all make sure y'all hit if you've just coming in the chat, please make sure you hit the like button as you enter. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love. Thank you so much. A lot of y'all are coming in supporting today. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Just understand this. I'm gonna do the videos on is Scorpio. Our Scorpio is very apologetic. Are we very forgiving? Absolutely. We just don't. We're just not like that with just anybody. You got to be a person that's close to us. Person. We it has to be a real reason. It has to be something that's really going on. It has to be. We have to be really in the wrong. Not that. Not if we just do anything we want to or just unapologetic. But we are very forgiving because we and one reason why I say that is we are very self-reflecting. We do look in deep inside ourselves. We always trying to find, you know, better ourselves. We're always trying to evolve. Like I told you, we're always trying to get to that phoenix level. So we're always trying to be the best person. We always trying to be the bigger person, the stronger person, the wiser person. So when you understand that, you understand, okay, I understand he gets like that sometimes, but deep inside, this man is very honest. This man is very gonna be very loyal. This man is be very trusting. This very man is very real. You know, he's very passionate. He might get a little aggressive at times. We might get a little jealous at times, you know, but it's very, very much organic. It's very passionate. It's very real. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to keep, you know, beating yourself upside the head about that, trying to figure it out or nothing. But understand that that's just what it is. That's just the person he is. He's just being himself. Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all enter. I see 29 likes in here. It's 32 of y'all in here. So y'all make sure y'all three people that's in there that haven't hit that like button, y'all make sure y'all like. Is y'all sitting in here listening? Y'all make sure y'all hit that like. I appreciate all the love. Uh, Let me see. Green Leaves. It's been almost 6 months. He won't let go. He gives me the love, but then withdraws. Oh, okay. You gotta hit me. You gotta hit my email, Green Leaves, because I understand you got a situation. Just hit my email and let me know in the background what's going on. I be telling y'all that y'all don't just be coming on the chat and just telling the whole situation. Just let me know and email me. Make sure you donate also, but y'all hit me up in the background with the situation. Let me see. Hey, naturally me. Make sure I said everybody, because I know some of y'all be coming in. Y'all say something right quick and then y'all dip out. Make sure I talk to everybody. Make sure I ain't miss nobody. Because this wasn't too simple. I know I do a lot of videos that's always a certain way, but I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate by my heart all my loyal supporters. Make sure you donate if you can. Thank you all my moderators, Miss Talia, Miss Annette, um, Isha baby, Scorpio, Aries Moon. Who was my moderator that came and saved the day? One of my moderators came and saved the day. Let me see. Because I want to make sure I see everything. One thing about us, we are very detail oriented. So don't ever think that something that you do for our say for your Scorpio man is not being appreciated and seen. We just take things in and we take it with grace. You know what I'm saying? We take it with understanding. We don't sometimes we can get in trouble for not jumping up and down, but we are very ecstatic. We are very appreciative of anything because we just very serious. I told y'all, Scorpio, we do have an old soul, so we have that old fashioned, kind of, you know, coolness about ourselves, relaxed, stern, not we don't get all giggly and stuff. It's not just how we are. Sometimes we get crazy, but we take stuff in. We appreciate it with seriousness. It's not like, oh yeah, whatever, but it's like I take it. Thank you so much. I never would thought nobody would ever do something for me like that, and you'll see his serious face on him because we take it all in. It's unbelievable to us because we understand how people are. Jake P, what's going on? Do Scorpios believe in second chances? Absolutely, absolutely. Not with everybody, only with a few though. But if we in a deep relationship with somebody that we love and we know that they are sincere and somebody that we can build with that in logical sense, not just in no like I told y'all, we don't live in no world of fake belief. Like somebody that we know that is very honest and very loving towards us. We already know who they are, so we know who to hold on to. So I love y'all. I appreciate all the love. Thank you so much. And if y'all that just coming in, make sure you hit that like button. Show that love. Hit me up on the email. Make sure you thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you all the ladies that watch me. All the brothers, pounds. Much love. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. I will be back later on this week. I appreciate all the love. Y'all be safe. You have a wonderful holidays. If I don't be back before then, and y'all be easy, y'all be safe, because I want to see y'all back, and I'm gonna be out of here. But I love y'all. Now be back soon. Bring y'all some more stuff. I'm out.